and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kangana and this video is gonna be about my CAT 2024 preparation strategy. Now, if you're interested in knowing that I gave CAT 2023 and what did not work out, I already have made a video about that. I will basically link it in the description down below, so go check that out. Now, let's get started with the CAT 2024 preparation strategy. I tried doing a transition. I'll try again. Okay, now coming to the CAT 2024 preparation strategy, this video will be divided into three parts. First, I'll tell you the duration that I have already prepared for and the duration that I will be preparing for. Second, I'm going to tell you about the resources that I'll be using and whatever I'm using, why am I using that and why am I not using something else. And third, I'm going to talk about my daily schedule, not exactly point to point, but a rough daily schedule. And I'll also tell you what my stance is. Like, am I a working professional? Am I a college student? Something like that, so that you get an idea. Okay, this is my stance and that is why my daily schedule is like this. So let's get started with the first thing, duration. Now, ideally, I finished my examinations in March. The last exam that I gave was basically CUET PG for TISS Mumbai, and after giving the examination I kind of knew that no, I would not make it to TISS or any other grade B schools that I wanted to. So I took 10 to 15 days of March to come to the conclusion that I will reappear in CAT in OMITS. So the whole March was that. Then in April I did start my preparation, but for the whole month of April and May I did not prepare properly. I used to prepare for one day and then मेरा बहुत लंबा gap हो जाता था. So basically I used to feel very burnt out. I was kind of tired. It felt boring, and these 2 months just vanished like this. And then I realized that if I don't start in June, I will exactly be where I was a year ago, and it would mean complete waste of a year for me, because अगर मैंने बहुत अच्छे से प्रिपरेशन की होती, बहुत सारी चीज़ें वर्कआउट कर गई होती, कुछ कुछ से रह गया होता, तो समझ आता कि जो हमने प्रिपेयर किया है इट्स स्टिल देयर, इट्स नॉट अ वेस्ट ऑफ माई टाइम. बट VARC को छोड़ के बाकी समय मैंने वेस्ट ही किया, बिकॉज आई डिड नॉट रियली अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चंस, आई डिड नॉट रियली सॉल्व. देयर वाज नॉट वन सच टॉपिक दैट आई वाज वेरी श्योर ऑफ कि आई कैन अटेम्प्ट. So it would be a waste of my time if I don't start right now and cover in these 2 months a good amount of syllabus, so that I could feel confident कि yes, I finally am, somewhere far ahead than I was last year at this point of time. So I started in June. I prepared in June. I prepared properly in June, and then now obviously I'll be preparing for July, August, September, October and November CAT के reference में, and then December and January start for ZAT and SNAP, and then obviously for the interviews January, February and March. So this was all about duration, roughly 6 months for all the examinations, and for the whole process 8 to 9 months. Now I will be talking about resources, which is a very important part of any preparation duration strategy for any examination that a person is giving. So last year I took PW's online coaching for 6,000 something rupees. It was a good coaching. I was going for time, and then I realized that I'll get intimidated, because in time the material is also a little tough for me, at least according to me, and the people that will be sitting there, or in any offline coaching, they would know things and I would feel very intimidated, and then maybe not keep track with them, and all of this would really affect my preparation. So I opted out of offline coaching and joined an online one, which was fine because I did everything at my own pace, and it did really help me out till a certain point. But obviously if I do not practice, it's not going to work out, and that's what happened with Cons and the ILR. I only had 3 months, did not practice, and it did not work out. This year I decided to not take any coaching. Reason, I know that I have great concepts, great teachers on YouTube who are teaching for free. So I have to just understand, and the solution is practicing. So until and unless I practice, no magic is gonna happen. So I took Shweta Arora's Excel sheet. Thank you so much that she made an Excel sheet which is so properly organized. I took that sheet, and I already knew about Rodha Ravi sir. He's great. He's exceptional. I cannot exaggerate this point any less. So basically I took that sheet. I decided to cover my course For cons, definitely from Rodha. For LRDI, from Elites Grid and Rodha. And for VARC, I did not wanna, go through concepts because I already had my notes from last year's preparation, and I just wanted to practice. So I will be doing my concepts from Rodha and Elites Grid, and obviously I will be practicing. Now, from where am I gonna practice? So I took Career Launchers mock series, test series. It costed me around 8,000 something. It includes CAT, SNAP, ZAT, COED, every kind of mock and sectionals. So I decided to invest into this. From here I would get a lot of topic tests. I'll get a lot of questions to practice. For cons and VARC, I definitely have Arun Sharma. And on YouTube, I have so many great marathons of obviously Rodha, Elites Grid, that I can get a lot of questions, and then CAT previous year questions are already there. So all of these questions are a lot. If I practice them with really proper strategy, that's more than enough for me to, be able to feel like I can solve the paper. So yeah, and for VRC, it's gonna be just practice. It's gonna be practice topic tests from Career Launcher test series. It's gonna be practice from CAT PYQs, Arun Sharma. It's gonna be sectionals, and it's gonna be mocks. VRC, that's my strategy. I sometimes often read, well, not often, I'd say sometimes I do read if I want to, change a bit the scenario, my mindset. So I just go read Aeon essays or The Hindu. But I think it's high time that I only practice, because last year it was only practice that helped me with VRC. VRC is something that I believe if you feel like reading speed nahi hai, aapko थोड़ी सी problem हो रही है, to get a hang of it, I would say if you are short on time, just start while practicing. I would say if you are short, if you have less time, or even more time, if you have a lot of time, then definitely you can start with Norman Lewis, or basically Aeon essays and the Hindu editorials, or any newspaper editorials, good newspapers, English newspapers. But if you are, average time बचा हुआ है, कम time है, the best way is to, if you wanna get a hang of reading, read RCs, क्योंकि वो reading के साथ ना उसको comprehend करके solve कैसे करना है वो भी साथ के साथ हो जाता है. So that really helped me in 2023, and I believe that can help you too. Now coming to the third part of the video, which is my daily schedule. Now coming to the third part of my video, which is my daily schedule. Now before telling you my daily schedule, I would like to tell you that I am not a working professional. I did not take up a job because I knew कि वो 8 to 9 hours ले जाएगा, and उसके बाद से giving 8 to 9 hours to points and DILR and BRC was not possible. And then you might be thinking, like, people give 2 to 3 hours after job. Why would you give 8 to 9? I'll tell you why. Because I am very much out of touch with cons and DILR, and I really need to give, if not something, then maybe 6 to 8 hours, like of minimum or maximum, you could say. I need to give those hours. I know it might seem a lot from a point of view where you've seen people giving 3 hours and then cracking CAT, but I know my reality, so I know I need to give more number of hours. Just because I'm taking more hours doesn't mean I can solve less questions. Questions तो मुझे उतने solve करने ही हैं. I have to be at par with my preparation. So if it's requiring more number of hours, I need to give more number of hours. There's no excuse to that. Again, I wanted to take up internships or an internship, but they also wanted me to work for 6 to 7 to 8 hours, which was somewhat near to what job hours would require. And the pay was lesser than what a job would give me. So ultimately it was, a bigger loss. So I thought, okay, not internships. But then I couldn't really just prepare in my second year of CAP. So I thought I have to upskill myself. I have to build my profile. What is something that I can do, with the time that I have left after preparation? And there were quite a lot of things that I could do, and I have started doing it. I am doing courses. Yeah, it may sound like very basic, very normal, but I believe courses teach you things, and courses will make you learn things that you can actually use later on in life, MBA life or corporate life. So yes, why not courses? I'm learning something. So that is something that I am doing. Second thing, I am creating content. Now, content is something that requires you to have a lot of skills, I believe. You need to, speak, you need to write your script, you need to shoot, you need to edit, you need to do a lot of things. So I believed it was a very productive activity. It is a very productive activity. And also I loved, I have always loved the idea of creating content. So I thought, why not, let's do this. Maybe I'll be able to build a community of basically CAT aspirants or people who are preparing or who relate to me in any aspect. Now the third thing, I am working with NGO, okay, with an NGO, and it's been 4 months now. So I'll try to work with the NGO for, I don't know, a few more months, so that if not pay, the certificates that they give me will add value, because the work I'm doing there is related to leadership and management. So now coming to the daily schedule, I get up, I have joined a library, or you can say a study setup. That's not exactly a library, but we call it a library, study room, you can say. I get ready, I go there, I give 7 to 8 hours only, because after that my brain really stops working. So I try my level best to complete my study part of the day. I start with cons or DILR, then I do VRC, and then obviously cons or DILR, whichever is left. And then I come back home, take a bit of rest. Then I do my NGO work, and I sort of do my course work. And then if I'm making content, one day is for shoot, the next day is for subtitle or maybe the text editing. And then the next day is for other kinds of editing. So I have divided my day like that. Then I get tired a lot. I go back to sleep, and yeah, this process continues. I have still not been very consistent. I could not say that I have been studying 30 days of June. No, I have not. But I have tried to be consistent, and I know I'll become very much more consistent with time. And I would really like to study continuously for all these days. Maybe take a day, in between to rest. But I have to be following that routine. Yes, that boring routine is something that really keeps me disciplined. So this was all about my CAT 2024 journey. If you have any suggestions you want to give, if you have already given CAT, or you are preparing and you feel like this is something that I'm doing wrong, or this is something that you feel would work better, please let me know. And if you found this useful in any scenario, in any way, I am very, very grateful. Now bye, see you in the next video. This next video that I'll be making, it will be a day in my life, a vlog, and I'll try to shoot it as properly as I can, so that you're able to actually watch what am I doing as a CAT aspirant, along with building my profile. Now it's very hot, fans are off, I see nothing. So if you'll be able to appreciate the effort and like, share, comment, I'll be so much grateful. Bye. You can see all the sweat here, but it's okay.